Hey viewers, Hexcraft here. This is another skin recap video, which has another Pyke skin. So yeah, let's just get into it. Starting off with Garen, because this was the newer out of the group of skins. This skin line, I feel like, is a cool-ass concept. The what-if horror possible universe of if Darkens conquered. And Garen-wise, yeah, the body looks very well done to be Darken-esque, and the sword being its own kind of sword is what I like. Not just oh, what if Garen picked up Aatrox? No, they made a new Darken blade, which reminds me a lot of Nightmare from Soul Calibur. But more interesting in my opinion is the effects. When you have the W shield, besides having the shield effects pop up, you have this spiraling eye of the sword under you. The energy flowing when you used your Q. The spin just being such a beautiful visual effect. Yeah, you don't get to see like this crackhead spin speed, but the energy and magic of the dark. And of course, the ult as it slams down and actually blink before like focusing its eye. All in all, it's a really great skin. I gotta give it an 8. Really gives that feel of fallen Garen. Getting into the team skins, and last year I said the team skins were really well done, and Riot said hold my beer apparently, because dear god, these so much better! Like, I just talked about a Pyke skin, and this is what feels amazing. As always, I mention when team logos are shoved in the face of a skin, they kind of just feel eh. But these skins almost hide the logo. If it wasn't for the recall, you could actually possibly forget these are team skins. For Pyke, the team logo is during his little W effect, which I think is amazing and shocking because I expected to see it during the ult. There is technically one more, but you're never going to see it as well as you do the W effect, because at the end of your location you're dashing to with your E, you do leave a print when the full E ends. But let's talk more about the actual model. The model is this beautiful, kind of goth-looking-ass armor. This looks like something you'd see in a fantasy game as like an enemy type, an important character even. It's a beautiful, well-done model. The knife looks gorgeous, the armor looks amazing, and you can see a bit more of it. The effects, these black and red lightning, these little gothic designs here and there. The Alt X looks amazing. The dash looks great. The circle effect looks very well done. The pole, it's a pole. Riot wasn't going to make it like the godliest thing. But all in all, for a team skin, I think the T1s right now are looking to be the best team skins we've ever seen. It gets an 8, and it's so close to a 9. And it's just probably small details. But all in all, it's well done and amazing. I might have to say this is Pyke's best skin. From calling one the best skin to calling the next an okay skin, Varus, again, it's not the model or the skin, it's just the effects. Varus' effects are very limited, really. Abilities and all such, but let's talk about those first so we can talk about the model. Visually speaking, the most flashy thing is the E, the circle, which again is where you'll see the logo, but again, it's faint, and the flashes of energy and the outline just outshine, in my opinion. Alt, visually wise, is just okay. Nothing really too special. The little jars of energy that appear for his passive W looks nice. And the charge up for his actual Q is cool, but his shot just seems so eh. Outfit-wise, it's kind of a nice rogue look. This blackened armor, where his actual bow arm is what is defended with this plating of shoulder pads and arm guards. It kinda looks like a Vlad outfit even, if anything. Again, something you'd see in a fantasy game, and I hope Riot brings this into theirs. All in all, it's a decent skin. Because of Varus' effects, I can't put it too high. It's better than base, but effects-wise, it feels lacking. Besides a bit of shocking energy and the E, and the some sparks when you're fully charged the Q, yeah, no, I gotta get to the 6, but all in all though, it's a really good Varus skin still. Again, this is where model makes up most of the points in the effects. Starting off, let's talk again of the effects. This one has a lot more of the black and red lightning that this like skins really show off, so I think that's already a bonus over the previous skin. As a Vi skin though, the 3-hit combo, the effects that you actually make, the markers, look so much nicer than some previous ones we've had. The shockwave of the E, I would argue though, looks like Swain's, funny enough. The shield bubble also, I feel, is pretty nice. The 2 little side pieces of metal that flank her. All in all, that's really cool. But of course, her best ability is her ultimate, which at first I thought it was going to be nothing, but then the blast of black and red lightning striking down really made it pop so much harder. And again, a quick blinking you'll miss it logo at the bottom. All in all, this is one of the ones that you could be the most likely not to realize the team skin. And yeah, no, of course, the armor is what sells it. She looks incredible in that look. The silvered hair matching the outfit is just gorgeous. And the red of the inner gloves just pops so much more. The sort of tigress face, I'd say, calling it on the gauntlet, is also a beautiful look. Instead of just being a plain gauntlet, has this bestial creature with the end parts looking almost like a crown even. All in all, I think the model is what really sold this skin, more so than the Varus did. So I gotta give this one at least a 7. If the effects were a bit more, I could go higher, but again, that's the limit on Vi, not the skin. And lastly, we have Yone. Oh, where do I start? First off, let's talk model this time, because this is a Sephiroth villain-esque model. This crown visor he has on. The base normal sword already looks so good in this model. But then you have the Azakana sword, and dear God, does it give Sith Lord energy. Like, this feels like the best kind of skin to say a villain. This is just power and gorgeous. I'm not even talking about the effects yet, actually. Effects-wise, funnily enough, it's the color scheme of base skin being gray and red, but I feel like it's just so much more enhanced. The gray wind effects you'll see are a lot stronger and more intense. The red feels a bit better too, because it's not just red with some smokiness to it, it's that black and red mixed together to be the lightning effect. It is the wind and the thunderstorm. And all in all, this is an incredible skin. I feel like this is actually fighting in shadow for the best Yone skin. And again, it's a team skin, with the only time you notice the logo being in the crown slash of the W. All in all, this is still an incredible Yone skin. And again, it's so hard to believe as I'm recording this that this is a fucking team skin. But of course it had to be this flashy, over-the-top epic skin. It is like, what, their 5th time winning? So props to them. This gets an 8, almost I could argue a 9 even. And there you have it. I will end this video by simply saying that I will bump the Faker Yone skin up to a 9 if Faker tweets out this video. But besides that, hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you will. Comment down below which you'd like to see. Share, follow, and more. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.